Hey, it's great to be back with you again. I want to share something with you. I want you to go back with me to September 1995. I was on stage for Jiffy Lube International. My first book was published, and you know something? It was titled Networking Your Way to Success, and the first words out of my mouth was, networking is not like what it used to be. And look, help me out a little bit. I mean, wouldn't you agree that networking is somewhat awkward and hit and miss for most people? Don't you agree it's somewhat situational and most of the time lacks support and is always about the other person? Well, I want to share with you this concept of what I call net being, B-E-I-N-G, net being. And you know what it's about? It basically is a word that captures the essence of a relationship mindset. It's my way of saying you have to be before you can do. You do to the extent of which you are, and what you are is based predominantly on how you think. So the key to power, the key to success, and the key to all achievement is your method of being, your method of thinking. So to me, networking is not even close to being like what it used to be. And it's awkward, and it's hit and miss, and it's situational and lacks support. So my concept is simply this: go after the relationship. Get into the frequency of interaction, increase your frequency of interaction. Increased interaction will always give you increased cooperation, and be with people. Let me take a moment and talk a little bit about social media and how it's really changing the way people are being together today. And in fact, listen, here's what's so interesting. In a book by Robert Putnam called Bowling Alone, he talks about a steady decline of social capital. Social capital is the glue that keeps community and relationships together. Here's what I love about social media, but let me make one other comment. The bottom line for our success in building our business, building relationships, and networking our way to success is we've got to be seen and we've got to be visible. I'll tell you, social media is great because you can get so connected to people so quickly. In fact, what I find with social media, whether it's either microblogging on Twitter or Facebook, which is kind of like more of a social network really, or LinkedIn, which is social but more professional, is that people are more vulnerable than any other time in history. And when I say vulnerable, they're open. You see, they're open. They're open to what's possible. And they're not defenseless, but they're open. So the power is always in the connection. And it's amazing that you can get onto these social networks, make all kinds of relationships. It's so easy to get better connected to people, and relationships will always open doors. They don't always make the sale, but they do open the door. So to me, social media, you've got to have a platform. You've got to play on multiple platforms. You've got to be seen, you've got to be heard, because the bottom line to your success is in your visibility.